I did a documenting your journey and called it Friends, and there's a few of you that subscribed afterwards, and I wanted to do an extended sort of chat through what's happened since that and some of the ideas that I mentioned in that documenting your journey. But I haven't really thought it through, so I'm hoping that if you do watch this video, you'll make some comments below too. In the video, I was saying how I felt that I didn't have friends to talk to, and I think I was quite clear that I just said that doesn't exist in my life and in my current world. And I was thinking at the time, particularly about work stuff, it's just I don't have people that are interested in similar things. But I might have just said no friends. And I think at the time I felt pretty alone. The next day a friend reached out to me and said, hey, you can talk to me about anything. Oh God, okay. Well, kind of called out about it. And yes, this person is a friend. She's not doing similar things to me. She's had a really busy, stressful time of things for a few years now, and we don't live close to each other. But I know that she's somebody who cares about me and wants me to do well. And she's not doing this. She's not trying to create something or create anything, let alone be on videos. And I wonder how much of a conversation that would be. I think I would struggle to reach out to her feeling, I think there's a voice in my head that says, oh, already she's not interested, rather than letting her have the opportunity to say, yes, I'm interested in knowing what you're doing or not. There's definitely a voice in my head that says, that person doesn't want to do this, and also that person has enough on their plate. And a lot of the friends that I have, I've lived in lots of different places. A lot of the friends I have live in different places, so I might not speak to them for a year, maybe even longer than that, and I still think of them as friends. I still care about them and want them to do well, but I'm not involved in their day-to-day existence or things that they're trying. And certainly if they put something about, oh, I'm trying to do a book, I would definitely reach out and say, hey, I'm here, I've done that path, anything you want to chat through, any feedback, anything like that, then I'd be happy to give it to you. I still feel that the whole friends situation and who do I talk to about this is a tricky one. I'm still trying to figure that one out. You may or you may not have seen that I reached out to somebody on Facebook, somebody that I'd done some work with previously, and I gave them feedback that they had never asked for. And I was attempting to make a relationship and a friendship with them, and I don't know what possessed me to give them feedback. But I do think this whole issue of friends, I have a feeling I'm going to have to redefine what friends are. So there's Facebook friends and there's in-person friends. I don't know. I think there's going to be more categories, isn't there? There's going to be work friends. I have noticed, I've been part of groups in Facebook talking about networking, and it feels very surface level to me. It's like, hey, shiny, shiny, my work's great, shiny, shiny. And I just thought, this is really unsatisfying, and I'm not in that place to be shiny, shiny. I'm not sure that's my personality anyway. I find it funny to talk about mistakes. You'll see I've put blooper reels up. I think that's, I don't know, I like that. I feel like it's perfectly reasonable to feel like there's some things I can do and there's some things I'm still figuring out. But as I say, I found that the Facebook groups, which are supposed to be for networking and connecting, have not made me feel good and not helped me connect. I have reached out to a few people, and I don't see progress in that area yet. That might change. So if you're trying to figure out and you're reaching out to people and you're thinking, you're the only person you know in your world who's wanting to do your thing, whether that's a creative thing. I know when I moved to Spain and I wanted to live in Spain, I was the only person I knew who wanted to live in another country. And then when I didn't go to university until I was 25. And again, that wasn't expected of me. I didn't know people that did that. I didn't know people that moved to London. I didn't know people that lived in other countries. And I certainly don't know people that do YouTube videos. I don't know people that have written books. I don't know people that do cartoons. I don't know. I'm not tapped into that world. I am experimenting, like I say, with reaching out in DMs to different people, but they tend to have much bigger accounts than I do. So I don't know how they will view me reaching out. But I do think if I don't have the friends that are on this particular path, then maybe I just need to work harder at finding some. And maybe the definition of friends will change in that it may just be a YouTube friend that I'm watching their videos and encouraged by them. Maybe that's enough for the time being. But anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts. Obviously, there's a few of you that particularly resonated with the idea of this whole subject of friends and not feeling like you didn't have anybody to talk to. If you've got some wisdom, oh boy, would I love it. I would really love. I particularly think there's something to the idea of defining friends and thinking about different people. And I also think there's something to this Facebook groups and sharing on a surface level versus sharing. I don't want to talk about just problems, but I do want to talk about, the stories, not just the surface stuff. So let's talk about friends, baby. Let's talk about friends. Bye.